How do you own a continent? It sounds like a simple question, but the answer isn't a single event, it's a sequence. Before the skyscrapers, before the motorways, before the idea of America even existed, it all starts here, not with a conquest, but with a piece of paper. We start in 1493. The Pope issues a decree called the Inter Caetera. It wasn't a map, it was an operating system. It said, if you find it and it's not Christian, you sovereign it. In 1497, John Cabot lands in the north with a letters patent from the King of England. He wasn't just exploring, he was filing a claim. That single decree kick-started a global race, fueled empires, and quite literally changed the map before a single brick was laid. Fast forward to 1803. The map is a mess of European claims, and Napoleon Bonaparte is desperate. He needs cash for his wars with Britain, so he offers a fire sale. 828,000 square miles for $15 million. It was a flip that technically broke every treaty France had with Spain. Thomas Jefferson knew it was likely unconstitutional. The president didn't have the power to buy an empire. But the world was moving faster. He signed the check. Suddenly, the US wasn't a coast, it was a giant. Now that the US owned the land on the global stage, they had a domestic problem. How do you handle the people already living there? In 1823, the Supreme Court handed down the ruling in Johnson versus Mintosh. It turned occupancy into ownership. It made the US government the only legal buyer of the continent. They didn't have to steal the land, they just created a monopsony. They made it illegal for tribes to sell to anyone else, effectively cornering the market. But as the US pushed west into the territory they bought, they hit a wall in the 1850s. The Comanche Empire, a rival power that didn't just live on the land, they governed it. It wasn't settlers moving into a void, it was two empires colliding at high speed. To survive the collision, the US signed over 370 treaties. These were legal contracts, recognizable under international law. A new kind of expansion was born, personal, private, and powered by a legal paper trail. By the time the borders were set, the nation wasn't just a machine, it was a completed ledger. It shaped how we lived and how we defined stolen. But it also shaped a divide of broken promises and forced migrations. We hear the slogans today: stolen land, a simple solution to a complex past. But every border on Earth is written in the ink of whoever held the pen last. America isn't a crime scene, it's a record of receipts. The question isn't just, is the land stolen? It's how much of that history are we willing to read before we decide who owns the future?